everybody, this is Miss K. Welcome to Miss K on Postal. I hope y'all having a happy hump day. Miss K under the weather today, so I'm sitting here minding my business, running some errands, getting some medication because I am not in a good mood. I don't feel good, but I hope your day's going well. I hope you had a lovely 3-day weekend, a good Mafalu for the King weekend. If you was off, if you had to work and make that money, I'm glad that y'all did. At least somebody getting some money in this motherfucker. But anyway, I come to talk to you guys about the consolidations, which I hadn't really spoke on about the new list that came out. So remember, the first list was 25 plants, and that was the beginning. Then the second list was 28 because then they revised it and made it 28. And now the third list, which came out just last week and was revised again, is now 30. Now, this is the thing that killed me right here, y'all. It's like every week you add more and more. Now, if you guys know or not, they're supposed to be doing and evaluating 59 facilities across the nation. 59 of them. So don't think the list is finna stop at 30. Because, baby, it ain't. So the list that came out, and I have it here. Because if you go to the Save the Post Office website, all that, you'll see the list. Y'all can't see it, but it's on my phone. And it's the 30. So on this list, which was the consolidations that were announced last week on the 10th, and then they printed it out on, I think, the 11th or the 12th, they have two different lists. One is for what you're losing, the facilities that are losing, the states, the areas that are losing a facility, and then the gaining. Now, the post office says that they're no longer going to use the terms losing and gaining. But you fucking print a list last week that just said losing facilities, gaining facilities. But we're not going to use that verbiage anymore. Okay, whatever. So if you guys went on to say the post office, or if you went on anybody else's YouTube or whatever, and they were talking about it, and I believe JH read them shits line for motherfucking line, place for motherfucking place, you went to go see if your facility was on the losing side or the gaining side. But baby, we ain't done. We not done. No, they're not done. They're so not done, because if they're evaluating 59 facilities across the nation, do you think it's going to stop at 30? They're going to choose all 59. So let me just put on my readers. Okay. So, and it's in PDF form, so you guys can pull it up and you can PDF it out. Right. So the list that you're seeing right now is of the 59 facilities that have been looked at. Those are the ones where the evaluations have been completed. So we still got how many more left to do? If you got 30 on the list, that means you got how many? 29 more. Thank you, and the one in the bag. Your math is excellent. You were paying attention. Yes, you have 29 more facilities that are being evaluated for their review. Now, remember, you guys got to remember, they're not coming into the facilities where you're working and asking you, how's your day going? How are you processing mail? Has the mail slowed down? They're coming in that stealth, baby. They're being stealthy. They're coming into the facilities. You don't even know they're there. And they're monitoring everything that's going on. And then the decision is being made. That's why for a lot of you guys, you're trying to figure out how the fuck, if your facility's on that list, you ain't seen nobody. Of course you're not going to see nobody. They don't want you to see them. They're not. They're not going to see you. So these consolidations, this list of consolidations, we're probably going to be going through this list probably from January, the rest of January, and January almost over, y'all, to February, and maybe almost March, because the other facilities that need to be added to the list are still under evaluation. They're not, the decision has not been finalized in regards to whether or not they're going to put these on the list. Now, I don't give a shit one way or the other. My facility was on that list. For losing and gaining, it wasn't. Now remember, some of these facilities, if you're losing, you may be losing the fact of your PD&C or your status, and you might be downgraded. So that's why they say they're not using the losing or gaining status anymore, that verbiage, because some facilities will not completely be lost. They will just be turned to LDCs. And some facilities may be upgraded and become SDCs. They're just losing their title. Other such facilities, if they're losing it, they're literally losing it, and they have to be transferred. They're going to be access to a whole nother facility. So I hope you guys actually looked at this list, because Baby, it was like, you know, it's crazy. Now remember, even though some facilities are excising and some are losing their status or losing the facility altogether, a lot of the employees will still have their jobs. I know a lot of people are afraid that they may not have a job, but you will be offered a job. It may be, between 27 and 30 miles away from where you're currently at. Hopefully, I know in some cases, in certain areas, like in Pennsylvania, West Virginia, some of the facilities that they're closing or they're consolidating with others, they're at like 60 miles away. And for a lot of people that live in that area, that's a lot for them. But they trying to keep it between 27 and 35. But child, it's the post office. They ain't gonna do all that. They just not. It's just not. But based on the consolidations and everything that's going on, they're talking about 12,000 positions will be impacted. So remember what I talked about before about an overhaul in bids and positions altogether. So they may restructure bids because the machinery that they're bringing into the facility is not what your bid entails. It may be something totally, totally different. So they're probably going to restructure all the bids and positions and make people rebid again for positions that are going to fit the equipment that's going to come into the facility. Child, there's just so much going on, child. There's so much going on. It's like if you look at the list that's on, say, the post office, and you look at the consolidations all together, and you're looking at the locations where they are, you're thinking to yourself, well, how can some of these, facilities that are being lost, okay? And some of them are not small facilities. Some of them are pretty big facilities that are being lost to become LDCs or whatever the hell. How can you make the determination? How are you going to use these facilities as LDCs, SDCs, PDCs? And the problem is that no one's really explaining to the layperson how this determination is made. They're just not. They're just coming in there saying, this is what we're going to do, and this is what's going to happen, and this is how y'all going to move accordingly. So let me just hip y'all to some game. And I'm going to keep telling y'all, and I'm going to keep telling y'all, and I'm going to keep telling y'all till I'm blue in the face, so that y'all understand the words coming out my fucking mouth. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about how long you've been there. Your seniority status. Your position you had from 1902. They don't care. You youngsters coming in the door, smelling yourself, thinking you may have a job for life. They don't care for you either. These people don't care. They care about their money. This is a business. And they care about how the business is going to maintain itself for future. Everybody's talking about how we need to save the post office. Is the post office going to be around for 20, 30 years? They can never get rid of the post office. How in the fuck do you think the post office is going to survive if we don't make overhaul changes? If things don't change? If we don't make more revenue? If we don't become more automated and over the times? Like UPS and FedEx and Amazon. Shit, DHL. Damn. Y'all got to sit back and think about if these changes, these concerns that some of you guys have about the post office, how do you think how it's going to occur? Seriously, how? With shit like this. With closing facilities and merging with other facilities and shortening routes. Nah, just the other day, the new SDC that's not too far from me, all the carriers and stuff have been there that whole week, getting acclimated to that building. They complaining already. They complaining. I don't like it. I don't want to be here. It's too damn far. Where else the fuck you gonna go? The decision's been made, baby. They didn't ask They didn't ask how you felt about it. Well, do you want white paint on the wall? Do you want gray paint? They didn't ask no fucking. They don't give a fuck what y'all think. This is the fucking problem with y'all. Y'all actually believe the post office, the people in charge, give a fuck what you think. They don't. So while you crying and whining and moaning, going to new facilities, and they're hiring on the sly, you think they care? You think they really give a rat's ass? They don't. They do not. Why they putting money into other facilities and upgrading them while other facilities are falling short and slack and shit falling down everywhere, like mine. I don't even see the roaches no more. I think the roaches hard ass. They was like, this is just too ghetto and we gotta go. And they gone. I told y'all, these changes are going to start coming and slapping you in the face every single day because these people are on a mission. Things are going to get done. And as y'all can see, within a span of 3 weeks, the consolidation list went from 25, 28 to 30. And 59 places have to be evaluated. And they will be put on that list. So don't sit here and whine and moan and cry and say, oh, well, what we going to do? What we going to? We? Y'all French? No, ain't no we. They ain't no we. No, mes amis, no. Ain't no me, ain't no we. It's them. And the sooner y'all fucking understand it's them and not us and not we, the better off you'll fucking be. Because we've allowed fuckery to go on for so long because we were content and complacent with a job and with money. And now, the people who have the strings, who control the puppets, are not making the moves. And every day we sit here and we just waiting for them to come out and do it, give us a show, tell us some shit and go back in. You shouldn't be content with that shit. But you guys are. Same here. I can't do nothing. I go to work every day and figure out if I'm going to have a bid, if I'm going to have a job, if I'm going to be in a building. There's no answers. There are none anymore. Only thing you can do, baby, is literally bend over and hold your fucking ankles and pray the person who giving it to you is going to be gentle. That's about it. But Miss K had to come and give y'all a little information because, I ain't say shit about these consolidations too much because I really don't see the purpose of it. This shit's going to happen one way or the other. And it's already happened. It's not even happening. It's happened. And it's continued to happen. So, probably in the next week or two, sometime in February, we're probably going to get a whole nother revised list of consolidated. Oh, I'm sorry. They're not using losing and gaining anymore. So when the new list come out, I want to see the verbiage that they're going to say. Is it going to be gaining or is it addition? If it's going to be losing, it's going to be, what's a good word for losing? Losing, loss. Oh, can't find facilities. That's what's going to be. We can't find them. Look over here in the addition facilities. But we got 29 more left to go, baby. Let's see what happens. Keep your eyes peeled for the list. Because your facility ain't going to tell you shit till literally like the next day. If they tell you that. So, look out in a couple of weeks. The rest of the facility should be on there. Shit, mine may be on there. If it is, I'll let y'all know. If your facility gonna be on there, or if it's already on there, drop it in the comments. Let Miss K know. I keep telling y'all one band, one sound, but y'all not getting it. But y'all gonna get it. When y'all get it, it's gonna be too motherfucking late. But anyway, Miss K going to lay the fuck back down. Because I done ran my shit, and I'm tired. And I'm sick. So, just remember what I tell y'all. If we don't band together and say shit together, what y'all expect gonna happen? But I give y'all tools y'all can use to put in y'all what? In your toolbox of information. And as always, my postal freaks, love and light. Peace.